Pericles. It's on earth, but it's where I be. Money over on my headstone. Here lies young, getting paid, but never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I be gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on a headstone. Too late, you already there. Imagine when you're 30,000 feet up, what you think of? Oh, I hated knowing that my thoughts would turn to dream, cause I never knew I'd get my chance to link up. Oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda set the standards in the tear down. Throw it back, yeah, I'm born to it's talking, it's hustling me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now. No reason to look out, it's clear to see. All eyes on me for 100 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy does it. In public, hated to love it. The underdogs with liquor swabs. It was written in my diary to start a war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the first carry from LaShawn McCoy. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On 2nd down, it's McCoy. He finds an opening past the 40. Dancing away at the 35. And he gets this one down to the 24. It's a big run there by McCoy. And even 50 yards on the ground. They had trouble stopping the run last week in a loss, and here it rears its ugly head early.
You're supposed to try and get your confidence going after a loss like that where you gave up big yards running the football. This is not the way to go about it. It looks exactly as it did just a week ago.
Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And now they'll throw with Allen. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
3-19!
From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in there, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. They can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense, everybody wants a piece of that pie.
This one taken from the 7. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. On 1st down, Darnold. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. A 1st down throw, Darnold. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. And the pressure gets to him again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
56. Lucky 56.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jerry Hughes in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's fielded at the 45. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Detroit!
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards that time for number 19. First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Allen steps away to his left. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Detroit!
To throw again. Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Caught by Nelson left side. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
And this one is right through. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the 1st. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Jerry Hughes. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And he's going to go down again. Jerry Hughes in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Darnold from the gun. And got his man complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he stopped immediately there. No gain there on 1st and 5, and it leaves him with a more standard 2nd down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. They've got a 3rd down and a yard to start things out.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Darnold now to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Matt Milano in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. And here come the Bills. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back around his goal line. Here's Allen. Lets it go for Nelson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has an alter.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise him and catch him off guard. Instead, you created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down, Darnold. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Jermaine Kearse, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets can take the lead now with an extra point. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now out come the Bills. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And now running right through it. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Lets it go for Nelson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. It's caught. Nelson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Allen will try again on 2nd down, eluding the pressure right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Allen to throw once more. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on third down. On third down, here's McCoy. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Jets set to take the field. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Lucky 56. Gone.
Darnold on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. This time, the extra point up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. A gain of 4 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. Allen going to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. A minute 57 to go in this first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. The Bills on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He finds Coleman. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A good pickup there at 22.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Over the middle, complete. It's Coleman. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Allen now on first down. Going to drop this off to McCoy. Complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. Now Allen again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll begin here with Blunt. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Star Latulele in on the tackle. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Here's Darnold now on second down. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To the air, Allen. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 5, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's brought down. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out now come the Jets. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Flushed out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Trent Murphy in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Here's Darnold. He's going to sling this deep down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Bills have recovered. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's McCoy. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Nelson. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a 1st down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. Down to about the 22 here. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Throwing now is Allen. Buying time to his left. Allen hit. He lost the football. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now a carry for Blunt. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. Dancing to his left. That's going to be caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Mike Gesicki, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Jets. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Darren Lee there to get him down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it.
That's caught at the 25. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. He got 29 yards that time. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. This give is to McCoy. Stays on his feet. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen, he'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Carl Davis busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Allen to throw it. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Darren Lee picks it. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 45.
Lucky 56.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Lorenzo Malden. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Gone!
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Detroit! 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 Gone! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now it's Darnold. That's caught right side by Anderson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
To throw is Darnold. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
Last week was commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well.
That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Here's Allen. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. And again, it's Allen. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, a 22. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Nelson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern?
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. Tenth carry now for McCoy. Flashed a nifty move, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. To throw, it's Allen.
Well, as the play...
And he will score. First down, Buffalo. Josh Allen, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills draw a bit closer.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they'd been down there. They'd been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point. Now Allen. Incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
No, check, Patriots! Gone!
A first down throw, Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now blown. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And the penalty makes this a much more manageable 3rd down, 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Tackle made there by Matt Milano. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning.
Here we go now. Green 39.
On 2nd down, Darnold. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it down to the 32. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Darnold. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and he'll bring this one back to the 29.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Here's Bill. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Gone! 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 Gone!
And Darnold wants to throw the football. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Now Darnold. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Going to drop this off to McCoy. Complete. McCoy's got the 1st down and more. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still... You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Jets, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.